I just went on a 31-hour road trip with my entire family in this 15-passenger van. We drove from Washington, D.C., where we live, to Utah so that we could spend most of the summer with family. I want to show you what snacks we packed, what we ate for breakfast, and where we stopped for dinners so that we can make it as vegan or plant-based as possible. Let me be clear, we were not perfect, but it's all about progress over perfection. Let's start with what snacks I packed before we left, which was a total game changer for our entire road trip.
The first step to prep for my kids' snacks is to label each bag with my kids' names. That way we'll be able to tell who's whose. Next, it's time for sandwiches. Each child and adult will get two. It's a lot of sandwiches to make. We're just going with the classic PB&J. All right, let's put them together. I like to use this bread when I make them for myself, and the kids, just regular whole wheat. All right, second round. Put them all in, 2 in each one. It's like an assembly line. Before we went plant-based, we used to buy fishies to snack on for little crackers, but now I buy these oyster crackers. They're way cheaper and they're salty, they hit the spot, and they're vegan. But they don't come in the little individualized packets, so I'm gonna split these 3 up between my 6 kids and my husband and I. On road trips, I just get really snacky when I'm tired, and it's not the healthiest thing, but sometimes it's nice to have something tiny, salty, or sweet to snack on just super slowly to keep me awake. 2 for my husband and I, and the rest for the kids. All right, we got our starches done. Let's grab some veggies. Let's chop up some cucumbers. We'll grab some carrots and celery. And next is the fruit. So I have grapes here that I'm gonna split up and some mandarins. I'm getting a bag of mixed nuts. I'm not gonna take the whole thing. I'm just gonna grab some just for my husband and I. If my kids want them, great. I doubt they will. I'm also going to use these nuts to make one of my absolute favorite snacks. You'll take some dried edamame that's salted. I got this from the dollar store. And then some dried sweetened cranberries with a little bit of nuts. Mix these 3 together and it is so delicious. I'm taking a quart bag because I want everything together. Add the entire thing of dried edamame. Then you want about 1/4 of the amount of cranberries, or just enough that you have a cranberry or 2 for every bite. If you like cranberries, you can add a little bit more. And then a handful of nuts. It makes for the perfect mix of salty plus protein plus sweetness. It really is so yummy, and I love that most of this is gonna be edamame. It is such a yummy snack to eat while you're driving. And then I don't overeat on my nuts. While I was at the dollar store, I also bought these nice little condiment cups, which are perfect to put hummus in. So instead of buying the individually wrapped ones and having to go to Costco, this sometimes can be just cheaper and easier. My favorite flavor of hummus is honestly the one from Target. I think it tastes the best. I'm gonna fill these up. All right, let's put these in each of their bags so they can use it with their veggies. And as a sweet treat, I'm gonna put in some gummies, just some vitamin D and B12 for each of my kids. A couple in each bag. Okay, so all of my kids' bags are ready to go, so we'll seal these up. And I'm just gonna put my husband and my bags in a bigger bag and keep it right by the driver's seat in the car. Now these snacks will only last us about 1, maybe 2 days. So I did buy some store-bought snacks. I wanna show you what I got. You gotta have a treat on a road trip. So this was my treat of choice for the driver only. And then my kids can have some fruit strips. I also like to snack on blueberries while I'm driving to keep me awake. Have some extra hummus. We're bringing some more carrots. These will go with the carrots. Lara bars. We are big fans of Lara bars in our family, so these are perfect just to keep my kids from being hungry between stops. We always love some dried mango. My kids absolutely love seaweed. I actually don't like seaweed, but my kids love it. So each of them have one of those. We have more apples and then some popcorn when needed. And let's be honest, I need a little caffeine when I'm driving late at night. So this is my caffeine of choice. Better than Diet Coke, which is what I've done in the past. And I just, when I'm driving, if I feel like I'm falling asleep, it's just better to have caffeine than not at all. So I bought those, prep for that. And then I have some plant-based protein bars to have on hand. And then I'm gonna bring some protein powder to use for my breakfast at the hotel if they don't have any other great options. We are now ready to go with food. Actually, I need one final touch because I know my kids are gonna wake up before me. Now I'm ready for bed. All right, it's time to pack up the 15-passenger van. All right. 2,088 miles to go. Woo! Now I want to show you what we ate on the road, as well as some of the beautiful scenes along the way. See that rainbow? All
right, time to go to the bathroom.
6 hours.
6 hours in. Stretching. This is awesome.
Are we first or 10?
Just filled my cup up with ice so I can stay awake. Good morning. We made it to Indiana last night. I drove later into the night, around midnight. We booked 2 rooms in this hotel, slept until the kids would allow us, which was about 6:30, and now it's around 7 and we're heading down to breakfast. Oh hey, before we go on to the next part, I just want to ask you, have you signed up for your free 1-week meal guide? If you haven't, make sure to click on the link below and you can get a full week of vegan, whole food, plant-based, delicious recipes delivered to your email. Here we go, there's the good stuff. The kids just want cereal. Here's what I do, oatmeal, and then I'll add some peanut butter and maple syrup and have some pancake and orange juice. You so excited? There's always hot water by the coffee. And some maple syrup. We'll add in the peanut butter and some banana. Now, if this is all I had, this is where we'd stay, but my sweet husband grabbed our blueberries from the car. My husband also brought almond milk. As far as eating breakfast at a hotel, I can control what I eat, but I can't and don't want to control everything my children eat. So they definitely eat a variety of foods that we don't have at home, and they're excited about it, and I just don't stress about it. Like, we're traveling, I have so many other things to stress about. There's only so much food I can bring, and it's just easier to eat at a hotel, and it's life sometimes. So I control my food, they make their own decisions.
I got some delicious coffee filled with lots of apple juice.
Even my husband makes his own decisions, but if I'm making a healthier meal, he'll usually eat it too. So we took our bags from our snack bags that were empty, and we have more cereal for our bags today. Excited?
No.
And we already spilled it. Got our ice. It says orange juice in it, and sometimes when you're driving, I'm not a juice or a soda drinker at all, but on drives, it just helps to keep me awake. It's hard to kind of keep your focus, right? So it helps. Hoping the OJ hits the spot. Packed and loaded, ready to go. 1,490 miles to go. We ready?
Yeah!
The game plan is that we drive through lunch and then just stop and grab dinner. We have enough sandwiches, enough snacks to get us through, plus we grabbed extra. So we're getting gas and then we're heading out. My husband is putting on man nylons because blood clots, stroke risk. Looking good, looking good. We're at another gas station and I'm pulling out the Lara bars and some popcorn to incentivize the children not to ask to go to the bathroom multiple times. As soon as we have to stop to go to the bathroom, they can't watch their iPad for 20 minutes afterwards. So we still have had a couple extra trips, but we're trying to make it less.
But I don't need to go potty. I'm holding it. What kind is this?
We're letting the
That
kids
one's been
choose
open.
a sucker. Thank you. So much farmland. All right, gas station stop, and we're ready for dinner at Subway. Woo! All the veggies. All right, floor 2. Good morning. We drove 14 hours yesterday. We got in late. My kids woke me up at 5:40 in the morning because that's how it goes. But I got a good 6 hours of sleep. We're feeling great. And a huge part of feeling so good after driving 14 hours is that we ate mostly our food that we packed. We had the hotel breakfast, which for me was oatmeal. Then all of the sandwiches and the veggies and the other foods that we packed. Of course, there were some treats and some sugar in there, but it made a huge difference. We only stopped for Subway and we just kind of needed to mix up the food, and that was perfect. We're hoping to do something similar today, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, so excited. Perfect. And fresh blueberries. Hampton Inn for the win. Okay, here's what we're taking from the breakfast. Bananas, grapefruit, apple, some Fruit Loops, and actually some orange juice. How's the hot tub? Ice is loaded, locked and loaded, ready to go. Did you throw up? Do you not feel very good? Yeah. My poor mom, we always get her sick when we come into town. I feel terrible. All right, we're packed up. We've got a barf bag. Wish us luck. Last leg. I definitely bought too many of these. Each of us had one and they made us gassy, so not the biggest fan. Look at this windshield. There's a lot of bugs. 540 miles to go to Utah. Woo! 7.5 hours, we're almost there.
I'm ready to go on an 8-hour ride
Of what?
of torture.
Everyone's in the car.
We wait for no one.
Last bit of snacks before we make it there.
Tunnel.
Under a mountain again.
Another mountain.
Yes!
3, 2, 1.
Under a mountain.
10 more miles to go.
Woo! We're so close! Today we survived off of sandwiches, fruits, veggies, snacks. It's 6 o'clock and we're now gonna go and have dinner with family. So super excited we made it. We're back at Subway. We're meeting with family and they're gonna have pizza. So we're gonna grab some Subway.
Veggie delights. No cheese.
No cheese. Got the goods.
Abracadabra.
Made it! We're here! Let's go!
All the sunlight. I've been in the car for 13 years.
How we doing?
Welcome back! How are you doing?
How was the long journey?
If you like this video, then make sure to check out my other videos where I show you my other fast food options or gas station foods so that you can eat as healthy as possible when you are also on the road.